Unbreakable Souls, hello, hello, hello. I'm back. I'm back. I'm on a break and I am back. I do want to do a reading today. I hope all y'all saw my short my short earlier regarding anxiety and how to kind of clear out your energy and change your vibration. Again, some of y'all are dealing with, you guys are in environments that are low vibrational. It's bringing it's messing with your crown chakra. I've got a headache even right now, and my chest is is feeling different. Um, Feeling a little tight. So I don't know. Somebody out there may be having chest issues, heart issues. The other day, I talked about, there was a message that came through. It was a warning about changing addictive habits. Some of y'all could be, there's like something physical going on with somebody out there. I'm not sure who this is for. I'm hearing it's the drugs, or it's whatever it is that you're using to, whatever recreational thing you're doing, that is altering your mental state. It's affecting your entire body as well, specifically your heart. Take that how it resonates, because that's more of a warning. I don't want to put nothing on nobody, but that is what's coming through. Let's get into this here. Holy Spirit, God, ancestors closest to the light, ascended masters, spirit guides, I ask that you protect me as I channel this message for the collective. Anything sent to harm myself or the collective, I do return that to sender so strong that they don't even think about trying us again. Any negativity, any negative energy, any low vibrational, evil energy, any type of attacks against myself or the collective, I do return that to sender so strong they don't even think about trying us again, okay? With love, of course. I only accept love, light, wisdom, peace, guidance in this reading. Love, light, wisdom, peace, and guidance. Anything else, you must go. You are not allowed. Only love, light, wisdom, peace, and guidance. I don't know what this reading will be about, but we're going to see. I do kind of have I pulled a couple of pre-cards during my pre-shuffle, so I know, I speak, I feel, I am love. I know, I speak, I feel, I am peace. I know, I speak, I feel, I am protected. I know, I speak, I feel, I'm connected. Alright, let me get this going here. So I got a couple of things that came through today. Couple of things that came through. there's gonna be some. So we've been. Well, I'll just tell you. Like I don't like to go to previous readings. I know every reading every day should be new, but if you're new to this channel, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. But to give you a little idea of how I run my channel, the messages that come through, we're a collective, we're a family, we are a tribe. So it's kind of like an ongoing course. You never forget the previous lesson. So you might hear me say, like in my previous message or in my last message, like I say that a lot because every lesson should be implemented. Everything that you learn from each lesson should be implemented going forward. So I don't forget about what comes through previously, and I do refer back sometimes in the new message. Again, it's a class, and everything you learn, you should remember. You should remember those. Even if the message didn't resonate to you, there's lessons in everything. There's lessons in even messages that aren't from you. Y'all watch the news, right? Y'all watch different things that don't pertain to you. You guys watch YouTube videos like all day. So just because the message doesn't resonate with you, or it doesn't resonate with anything that's going on in your life right now, doesn't mean that God hasn't brought you here for a reason, because of the lesson that is being taught in the reading. The moral of the story, the moral of the message is for everybody. Just, so if you're new here, that gives you an idea of kind of how this goes. So it's like a continued conversation, a continued lesson, a lifelong lesson. We've been talking about prosperity and abundance and something big coming through for the collective. But this is definitely a period of abundance and prosperity. And what came through is something is going to be packaged like it's protection for you. So when all this stuff starts to happen for you, collective, if it hasn't already, time is fluid. If you're returning, welcome. Sorry, you guys, I'm all over the place today, which I've been like that all morning, which I'm not quite sure why, but that's kind of how it's been. But if you're returning, well, thank you for returning, and thank you for going on this journey with me. Y'all know I appreciate all of y'all. Y'all know, even the new subscribe, like I just appreciate everyone here. So thank y'all. I really do appreciate it. So anyways, back to it. There's going to be, so with all this happening to you, even right now, this could be happening right now. I'm not sure. Take it how it resonates. There's going to be something that's going to be packaged like it's protection for you. So you might be presented something to where it's like, oh yeah, you have all of this. Let me help you protect your abundance. Let me help you protect it. And it's gonna look good, it's gonna like really sound like it's actually gonna be something that should protect you. So it might, I'm hearing maybe like a lawyer or something like that, like an accountant, or just someone that typically, like, you wouldn't question it, because typically what they're supposed to be doing and what this is generally is supposed to protect you. But there's going to be a hole in something there. So you're gonna have to kind of really double take, triple take, and just take a double take, or take a, just kind of double look at it. Because there's gonna be a hole somewhere in there. The other day I was walking my dog, right? And I had these bags, poop bags. And obviously the purpose of a poop bag is to, when your dog uses a bathroom, that it's a bag. So you know that you're going to put your hand in there and pick it up. It's the function of it. There's no question as to what that is and whether it needs to be used for what it's used for, right? So I go in my pocket, and I pull out the bag, and I get ready to go down, and I look at the bottom, And there's a hole, right? A little slit at the very bottom, at the seam of the bag. And if I didn't look down at it, I would have never known, and I would have got poop on my hand, which I would have just, I don't know. I would have had a problem with that. So I had enough time to go ahead and go back in my pocket and get another one and double bag that, and then still using it. But I was able to get extra protection. That's what I'm hearing. So that's why this message came through. There's going to be something that you have that is meant to protect you, but there's going to be a hole in it. Meaning there's going to be something that's just not right. So when you go to using it as protection or using it as what it's supposed to be functioning as, if you don't take a double take, you could get shit on your hands. You could have shit on your hands, literally. Or figuratively. Take it how it resonates. Excuse my language. So make sure that you do that double take, that triple take, to make sure that you are fully protected. And everything is what it appears to be. That message was for somebody. Take it how it resonates. The angel number 99 came through as well, which is spiritual growth, change, a call to action. We are all feeling that right now. We are all being called to our purpose, whatever it is. That came in. And then also 11, so that's heightened spiritual significance and connection to the divine. A lot of y'all who are going through this awakening and going through this transformation, and this, whoever, if you guys saw my reading, my last reading, then the doors are opening for someone. The trumpets is sounding for someone. Someone has a very, very, very special gift. And it could be anything. There's not only one chosen one. So some of y'all have gifts that God has. It could be, I'm hearing it could be singing, it could be poetry, it could be rapping, it could be writing, it could be this, it could be like divination, it could be seeing, it could be anything. And it's something that it's something that a lot of people are doing, and a lot of people are doing a lot of things. All those things I just listed, a lot of people want to do all of those things, right? A lot of people are trying to write books. A lot of people are trying to start YouTube pages and be motivational speakers or life coaches or whatever it is. Like, whatever it is, you have a gift in that. Whatever your purpose is, whatever your gift is, because everyone has a gift, and right now, collective, you know what your gift is. So by now you should know. If I'm talking to the people who know what their gift is, and you know what you're supposed to be doing with your gift, right? So there's a call to action to really start and take the first step for that. So that came through. And then 10, just completeness, divine order, and perfection. So perfect timing. This is the perfect timing for you to really dig deep into your gift. People are wanting to work with you because you are the star of whatever your gift is. You are the star of it. That gift that you have, you're different than everyone else. You're different than everyone else with that gift. You are the star. And material happiness and material abundance is coming along with that. So I was going back and forth as to whether I wanted to pull cards or whether I wanted to just kind of sit here and talk to y'all and see what comes, see what God says to me. But that may take too long for y'all, so we're gonna go ahead. I did do on the pre-shuffle, the Sun card came out and the Three of Pentacles came out, which is exactly like people are wanting to work with you, and you will have material abundance, material happiness coming through. There's another deck that's calling out to me though, so I'm gonna Did any of y'all go out and stand by some trees today? Did y'all see my last video? When I tell you it really does work, it will put you in a place of calm and like, when I said high vibrational, I didn't mean like super energetic. Like, it's just high vibrational, like just peaceful, at peace. Like, it's very, y'all go try it and then let me know how it works for you. I'm still, and another thing a lot of people do is they take their shoes off and they walk in the grass barefoot. I mean, we just have too many dogs around here, and I just made it clear that I don't like no dog poop. So I haven't quite did that, but standing out amongst the trees just is so relaxing. Some of y'all might be in like Charlotte or North Carolina somewhere where there are a lot of trees, or Alabama. But some of y'all are in like those areas. Y'all can just step outside of your house and there's trees surrounding you. Whoever that is, there's somebody that lives in an area that has lots of trees just everywhere, across the street, in their yard. Everywhere they go, big, big trees with lots of leaves. So you're already in that high vibrational environment. What's keeping you low vibrational are the people that are low vibrational. The things that you're watching, the things that you're listening to. But God has placed, wherever you live, God has put you in an area where you could just step right outside and boom, vibration changed. So you're lucky in that regard. You're blessed in that regard. So just go outside. Some of y'all just need to go outside and get out from in between your home. Go outside, get some fresh air, go by a tree. Not buy like purchase, but go stand by a tree. Or maybe you do need to go buy a tree. Maybe some of y'all just got a new house and you want to start planting trees. Go plant a tree. Go buy a tree and plant one. I've been thinking about that lately also. Alright, so let's see what's going on here. Alright. Holy Spirit, what message do we have for the collective today? I'm going to build off of this sun card, which is material happiness. Let's get deeper into that. Give me more on this sun card. And that's also the number 19 at the top of that card. That's 10. That's the end of a cycle. So, yeah. So some of y'all are divine, which we talked about. But it's something about your childhood. It's something about your childhood that now is the time for, like, if y'all heard of the first shall be last and the last shall be first, that's kind of where we are right now in the world, in this, especially in the spiritual realm. And see, y'all, I can get deeper into spirituality, but I'll try to keep it very basic. Our souls come to earth. We choose our assignments. We choose We choose to come to earth to learn lessons. So as a chosen one, this was your choice to come. You were chosen. Not everyone gets to come to earth. Not everyone gets to come and be a human being and live this experience. Let's just say that. Not everyone is allowed to do. Not everyone can do that. Some people have been here. They've had a chance. They've been here, and or souls. What I mean, some souls have been here before, and are still trying to get back. Okay, but you have been blessed enough to have this experience, to learn lessons. So what I'm getting is that, what's the phrase? You understood the assignment, right? You came, you learned your lessons, and now it's time for things to turn around. No more heartbreak, no more backstabbing, no more competing with people. Like, this was your birthright. This material happiness and material abundance is your birthright. Some of y'all are spiritual royalty. So in the spirit world, like, you got high ranking people protecting you, because you are spiritual royalty. So this is your birthright. You were never meant to be on this earth to struggle for your entire life. You were meant to come here and learn, and that basically, you were able to and like I said in my previous reading, like, we came here goes that gnat, y'all. That is so crazy. It's every time. Every time. And I don't have gnats in my house. Let me just be clear. I'm not dirty. I'm about to get it. Hold on. Because every time, and it's right by my phone. Sorry. Like, it's every time. Oh, somebody is nosy. We might have cross watchers as we speak. Anyway, what was I saying? Look, before I was rudely interrupted by whoever is trying to. Like I said, this was your birthright. You were never meant to be on this earth in this human experience to struggle your entire life. You did come here. You chose to come here to learn specific lessons, but you understood the assignment. Now things are turning around for you, but this is your birthright. So don't feel like, I think some of y'all have the mindset of not thinking that this is your birthright, but thinking something like, you thinking like out of nowhere you're going to win the lottery or something. Nah, it's going to be like, this is really what's supposed to be happening for you. Just, you don't have to like act. I'm hearing act like you've been here before. That's what I'm hearing. When this happens, act like you've been here before, because this is your birthright. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Give me more on this, please. What about the birthright? What about this material happiness and it being collective birthright? But you didn't know, obviously, you didn't know this as a child. I don't think anyone really knew this about you as a child. Something about what you experienced sent a message to your spiritual team. Something about what you've been through, or you've been talking to God your entire life. The message, see this card? It's the Eight of Wands, and normally in the upright there's a message coming in for you, but in the reverse And the way that it's placed here, it's it's reversed and it's facing upwards, like towards the sky. The messages are going upwards, which tells me that, and it came out on top of the Six of Cups, which is past, which is linked to your past childhood, right? So that tells me you've been being watched by your spiritual team since day one. Again, like, you understood the assignment. You've been being watched and looked over. Like, your spiritual team, God, everybody's been watching you, and everything, every prayer that you had, every tear that you shed, every heartbreak that you had, everything you've been doing up until now, you've been being watched by your team. And they're not, they understand that people make mistakes, and that's a part of the human experience, right? So they understand, like, some of y'all might be thinking, like, oh shoot, you know what I mean? But you gotta know that God is always watching. So that's how but we don't always live like God is always watching. We don't always make decisions like God. No one's perfect. That was in one of my readings. But anyway, this is your birthright, and they've been watching you. Everything that you've done, every thought, everything you said in private, everything you wrote down in a journal or in a diary, or however you are recording this human experience, whatever your thoughts and feelings and emotions and vibrations are, it's going out to the universe, out to source. Yeah, there were some sleepless nights that you had, when you were crying and praying, and nightmares and anxiety. I mentioned that the Nine of Swords came out. That's anxiety. And I don't know why that pre-message came out earlier, to where something told me to have y'all go outside and stand in between some trees so you can vibrate at the highest possible vibration. Anxiety came out. Some of y'all might be dealing with, again, some of y'all are dealing with anxiety right now. And that is that energy is being transmuted to your spiritual team, to the universe, to God, because you are spiritual royalty. So everything that you feel, everything that you're dealing with. Some of y'all are having chest pains. Some of y'all are dealing with maybe heartbreak. I did see the heartbreak card, or some of y'all dealing with heartbreak, which is giving you anxiety. You're having a hard time sleeping. Something is happening, and it's being transmuted to the universe, to God, whatever you want to believe in, the higher realm. Give me more about this anxiety. Temperance card came out in the reverse. That's lack of self-control. Unbalanced. Give me more about that. Oh, okay. Who is this? Is this collective? Give me more on this. Some of y'all are dealing with this secret, like not secretly, but like behind closed doors. But I'm hearing what's done in the dark comes to the light. I don't know if this is you, collective, but there's somebody in your energy, or this might be you, but there's somebody in your energy who is who comes off as all the way put together. They might have, money, they might have, they might come off like they're good, like to everybody else, but they've got some hidden, not hidden, they just they're dealing with some things behind closed doors. And they really need help. They really need help. They're ashamed. They're like hiding. They're like, if they could, they would put a blanket over their face and just go into a corner and not move so no one could see. So they just want to, they want to put a cloak over themselves and leave wherever they are. Somebody really is wanting to get out of this place, get out of this. Somebody really is trying to get out of whatever their current life is. It's very unbalanced. They don't have any self-control. I don't think this isn't you, collective. This person isn't. This could be someone from your past, though, because it is coming on top of your birthright and not competing. Like, I think this really, your come up and this abundance is really going to bother people. It's really going to make people think about their life and make people feel embarrassed, make people feel ashamed of the things they're doing, because I feel like these people had the same opportunity as you to make decisions. Some of these people may be family members, but someone is going to be very bothered by your success. I'll just say that. And it's like hidden. Like they're trying to act like they're cool. They may even try to act like they're where you're at. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're at the same level as you, but they're not, because behind closed doors, like they are unbalanced. They have no self-control. They have anxiety, chest pains, heartbreak. Like they're very bothered. Whatever this is, it's gonna bother some folks. Give me more on this Six of Swords. Yeah, they're bothered because you are look. They're bothered because your wishes are coming true. Because the trumpet isn't sounding for them. Because they're not the chosen one. They're bothered because this is happening for you and not them. Jealousy. I feel like you probably try to help this person and they didn't want your help. They didn't want your help at all. Look, they didn't want your help. They didn't want your help. I'm hearing they didn't want your charity or whatever, which I don't think you were coming off that way, but they didn't want anything that you could offer them. They were just like, nah, I'm cool. Because they wanted to come off like they were good, or they thought they were better than you. They may have thought they were better than you, but really, they were just in a pool of emotions. They were unstable. And they at least wanted you to think that they were unstable. But all the toxic stuff, you know, you released all of that. It's released, and people are like remembering, like, Collective was like, she had a lot, she or he had a lot of issues too. But the fact that your success bothers someone this much to where they can't sleep at night is wild to me. Wild. And you are heavily protected. Strength card at the bottom of the deck. You've got the ultimate protection. Nothing in this earthly realm can phase you, Collective. You've got like and anything that is any your spiritual team is glad. They're happy. They are powerful beings. Your spiritual team. Powerful. Some of the most powerful. I mean, your spiritual royalty. But they're happy to protect you. They feel good about protecting someone like you because they know your heart, they know your intentions, they know what you've been thinking, they know your heart. They know you. And they are just, whatever you ask them to do, they'll do. Whatever you need, they will do it for you. More about what about collaboration? What about the collaboration part of for Collective? The World card came out. The Knight of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Do I need to, let me break it down for those who don't really know cards like that, right? The World card. That's accomplishing a goal. That's completing a cycle. And that came through. 10. That's being on the right path. So people want to work with you because you've completed a cycle. Somebody might be a Leo, Taurus, or some type of air sign. In addition to those, then you've got like Prince or Princess Charming coming through. And you're super like smart now. You're knowledgeable now. Like, and very confident, very knowledgeable. That's why people want to work with you. You accomplish your goals, you're successful, you're charming, and you're intelligent. That's why people want to work with you. What else? What else about this? This came out twice, the Sun card. Material happiness. That came out in the pre-shuffle, and that's coming out now. This collaboration is going to bring material happiness. Material wealth. Give me more. Okay. We know that, though. We know that came through. Anything else about this? Thank you. And the way that this is gonna happen, it's gonna go from like you're not gonna throw any of this in anybody's face, because that's not who you are, Collective. You're not gonna go around bragging and doing all that other stuff. Like, you're not gonna do that. Things are just gonna flow for you. Things are just gonna happen for you. And some people may just be spectators and they're watching it, but they're actually trying to figure out why you're not saying much about it, because if it was them, they'd be screaming at the top of their lungs of all of this that's happening for them. But you're different. You're different. You're being attacked spiritually. Someone may I don't think physically. I don't think you're dealing with any physical, but you're definitely being attacked. But they don't know who they're going up against. They're going up against spiritual royalty. It don't matter what attacks. It don't matter what attacks come near you. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna make it to you. Give me more about this attack. Like, what about it? Yeah, they think that they don't even. They don't think you're gonna see it. The blindfolds are off. The rose-colored glasses are gone. Like, you see everything coming, and if you don't see it, you'll get warnings like this. Your spiritual team is talking to you. Wheel of Fortune. On top of the Sun card. On top of the World card. We know this. We know this, Spirit. What else? Ten of Cups. You've got family. You've got success. You've got, and that's all. You've got accomplished goals. You've got material wealth. You've got collaboration. You've got a change of life, like a change of lifestyle. Lifestyle change. Meanwhile, I think some people are trying to stop this. But you're the High Priestess. I said you know it already. You know all. You're the High Priestess. You know people are trying to stop this. And it's not gonna shake what you got going on. You're very balanced. You're very balanced. But these people trying to stop you are and I mentioned that they're unbalanced. They don't have self-control. They're going through it. They might be a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, for real. They might be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But you know this is going on. Obviously, you know this is going on. It's not a secret. The Moon card in reverse. This could be someone that thinks that they're just as smart as you. But they're not. They're not your equal. It's somebody that probably tried to betray you or steal from you or whatever. It might have been somebody, you might have been dealing with an abusive relationship. And it doesn't have to be physical abuse. It could be any type of abuse. If this is any type of abuse, but it could be physical abuse. But this is someone that thinks, like, you're the High Priestess, so this isn't, you see, you know this is happening, you know this is coming. And when this person reveals themselves, well, they're not going to reveal themselves. They're not going to reveal their true selves. They'll try to come at you and this could be, something's going to be packaged like protection. But there's going to be a hole in that poop bag. Give me more on this. Because I feel like this has to do with that statement. Because this person thinks that they're smart. This person thinks that they're just as smart as you, but they're not. And this could be a man. It could be a man. Take it how it resonates, or just somebody in masculine energy. But you're the High Priestess. You know what's going on already. Y'all, normally this one this Empress has a pregnant belly, but she doesn't have a pregnant belly here. Give me more. This is an ex that's trying to stop this. This is an ex that's heartbroken and bothered. Maybe not, but I'm getting that this is an ex. Or someone that they feel like you're the one that got away. So maybe it's not like a full-blown ex. Maybe y'all had some type of... Maybe not an ex. I'm sorry. Can I get clarity? Is this... Who is this person, please? It's definitely someone that you've loved before, but it could be the... No, this is an ex. This is an ex that you ended up ending things with them, or what's the word I'm looking for? Rejecting them, and they're very upset. But you rejected them for good reasons. You rejected them for good reasons. They thought they knew you. They didn't know. They had no idea who they were dealing with. But anyway, yeah, this is someone. This is someone you used to deal with. Whether it was an actual relationship or not, I'm not getting a confirmation on that. But yeah, you know who this person is. And this person obviously, they know that you're abundant. They know that you are, now they know that you are, I'm hearing the ball was always in your court, like when it comes to the emotions in that situation. Like you always, everything was always held in your hands. But they know now that look, 2 of Cups in reverse. This is why they're so heartbroken and so bothered by this, because they're now realizing who you are. They're realizing your strength, your knowledge. They're realizing that you know way more than what they thought you knew, and that your emotions were way more intact than what they thought they were. Maybe they thought you were unhinged, but you was just, chilling. You're stronger than what they thought you were. Give me more on this over here. Let's go over here to the abundance. Oh, okay. Well, no. Yeah, this person, they're gonna try to, they're gonna try to come back and like they have it all together, like their emotions are all they're gonna try to present new love. They're gonna try to present some form of protection for you, and there's a hole in that bag. There's a hole in that bag, and this person is still heartbroken. So there's a hole in that bag. I ain't gonna tell you what to do. But the cards are telling you not to go nowhere near it. Not an option. Not an option. Not an option. Anything else? You're done. Like, you are, look, your burdens are over. You don't have any more. Like, you've grown. You're manifesting. You've got the Ace of Pentacles here. Your burdens in reverse. 8 of Swords in reverse. You don't have any self-imposed restrictions. You're manifesting. You've got new beginnings here. You got the Ace of Pentacles. You've got victory. You've got victory. And some people are sick about it. Sick about you. Sick about your peace. Sick about your self-sufficiency. Sick about just everything. They want to compete with you. They don't want this to be over. That person over there doesn't want this to be over. But your delays are over with. Things are about to start flowing real quick. Real quick. For you. Anything else? Thank you for that, you. Thank you for that, Spirit. Don't go anywhere near that. It's not, it leads to, you've got success over here, and we've got poverty over here, and jealousy, and envy, and revenge, and heartbreak, and gossip, spying. I told you that, Nat. I can't make this up. They're spying on you. They're watching you in your 9 of Pentacles. Because they wish they had what you had. Thank you. So they're like, okay, I'll get it together. Whatever you want me to do, however you want me to act, I'll do it. I'll conform to whatever it is you want me to do. Just let me back in. Please let me back in. It's cold out here. It's lonely out here. It's rough. Please just let me back in. Lifestyle change. You like, nah, it's different now. My life has changed. Call to action. My life has changed. They might try to get you to, nah. Anything else before I move on? The Devil card at the bottom of the deck. It's addictions over there. There's unhealthy attachments over there. It's abuse and y'all. All right, this person's feeling abandoned though. And that's cool. But we already know their intentions, so they're gonna come and try to come in like some type of emperor empress energy and try to provide some type of support or protection for all of this stuff that you're about to get. This, like I said, your burdens are over. You've got victory. Like, if you've got victory, you got your burdens are over. The stagnation, delays are over with. You're able to take care of yourself. Your manifestations have come true. You're the sun. You're the Queen of Swords. Wheel of Fortune is here. The World is here. The Knight of Cups. Three of Pentacles. People are wanting to work with you. Like, you're good. But over here, it's very heavy. Your victory is... Like, all people are doing is just, like... They don't even know. They don't know what you got going on. They don't know what you got going on over here. They really just think that you're in the same energy that you were when you were dealing with them. But little do they know, you got some things brewing over here. All right, so let's do one card from the ancestors, and then we'll move on. I think it's pretty clear. But this aligns with the pre-message. Something's going to be packaged like protection, but there's going to be a hole in that poop bag. Make sure you do a triple check, a double check to make sure that this is real protection. This person's going to come and try to provide some type of protection for your riches. But something tells me better double check that. I wouldn't trust it if I were you. I'm just gonna say that. Don't trust it. Don't trust it. Trust your guides. Trust your inner voice, because that's God speaking to you. All right. We've got boundaries at the bottom of the deck. We've got inspiration, and we've got the spirit guides. We've got messages. Keep your boundaries up. Keep your boundaries up during all of this. Like I mentioned, double check and triple check. Somebody's gonna try to act like this is gonna be like protection for you, or this is gonna. I'm saying protection, but they're gonna present something to you that's gonna look like, okay, it looks normal, like it looks like it's functioning or whatever, and it could just be this person. They could come off like, okay, they did change. He or she did change, you know, and maybe they are more emotional, like, okay, it makes sense. But there's a hole in that. They're not all the way, Whatever it is, this person, and only you know who this is, wants to offer you, it's not it. Keep communicating with your guides and your spirit guides and your ancestors, and they'll never lead you they'll never lead you wrong. That's the message, y'all. That's the message, and I provide it with love and peace, and it's directly from my heart. Remain unbreakable, because these people are going to try you. Things are starting, this is 2 messages in a row to where usually when the warnings start to come like this, when the warnings start to come to me like this, something's about to really shift for you. The last time this happened was a few months ago, and it was right before a big change. It was right before you know, there was a warning, back-to-back warning about leaving a toxic situation, leaving an abusive relationship, and it was the final warning. This is back to back. I'm not getting that this is the final warning, but when they start to come back to back like this, these messages are back to back, reoccurring messages, reoccurring numbers. That is Source, God, your ancestors, the universe trying to communicate something to you. And this is twice in a row. So far, abundance and someone trying to, someone really regretting and wanting to be a part of that. So remain unbreakable, stay wise. Look at this. Stay wise, but always show grace. And until next time, bye.